Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is ChewyMan32 and I'm going to start a series. This is the first episode, yay! So this series is going to be about building, of course. So I'm a builder, yay! So what I'm going to do on this series is I'm going to show you guys how to start out on servers, on different servers, on factions, on survival, and just tell you how to go through your steps. And you can do it many ways. Many ways. I'm just going to show you one of them that you can possibly do, and I'll explain some details that you can do, and it'll be pretty interesting. So right here, I have a house that would normally be, this would be a really fine starter house if you had this as a survival starter house. So you have pretty much the basics. You found a bed already, you found sand, you found coal. It'd be pretty lucky if you found this already. This might be after a couple of days, but all the furnaces and stuff like that. So it's actually a really nice house. This would be survival if you're not facing anybody attacking you or raiding you. It'd be really nice. You can obviously make it better. I only made like a little tiny farm, but you can obviously make it better, a lot better if you want to. And this right here is a faction base, a starter. This would take probably, well, maybe about 30 minutes. Not even that. It took me like 10. Not even that. Just saying. You have the little room right here. This is like a 1-bedroom. You can make more. And yeah, that's a room. And then down here is a mine. And technically, if you want to mine a lot, if you like mining, you just like build a base under there. And then this is just like tiny little castle on top. I don't know. Well, that's your decision. You can do that. So I'm just going to explain what I'm going to be doing on the series as I float this to this wonderful landscape. As you see, awesome seed, awesome seed. I love this. Anyway. I'll kind of explain what we're going to be doing. Like I said, I'm going to be going step by step through your building process. This is going to be the start. So, in the start, I want you to, or what you should do, is build a small home. If you're doing survival, it is important that you get your shelter up quickly. Most importantly, wood. Wood is a necessity in Minecraft, obviously. Most of you already know this stuff, but it's good to go, right? So you know how to craft, and you know how to do this, blah, blah, blah. Well, listen to me, because it's going to be a little bit difficult for some of you that are new. If you want to survive, build a house that will keep the mobs out. Make sure it's fairly lit, and make sure it's not too big when you start out. Because if you make it too big, you'll never finish it by nightfall, and you'll have mobs all over your ass. So don't do anything you'll regret. And then, with your faction base, if you're on a faction server, do not, I repeat, do not make a building that looks like a house. Okay? Because people will go after that. Because they know there's going to be chests inside. And when there's chests inside, they know there's valuables. Like diamonds and etc. So never, never build a house in faction servers. Unless you have a really good faction. Build a small castle, or even do it underground. Even if you have to do it underground, do it underground. That is maybe your safest bet. That's your safest bet. Because you will not survive if you get into a struggle. I'm serious. If you're building a house, you will not survive if there's just like a plain house there. You know. I promise you. So, I recommend, do not build a house. Just build like a small little faction base. That's been 10 minutes, not even that. And I collected all that. I just myself on creative. I've not been on creative this whole time. I did this in survival. That was easy. Even if it takes a while to get the fences, you don't even have to get the fences. That's detail. Don't worry about details in the beginning. You can worry about details in the end. That's important. Okay? What's important is getting it up and running. This was a project I worked on a really long time ago. I haven't even finished it. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I just started building. Anyway, in survival, get your stuff, and if they have shops, a lot of servers have shops now. Start selling to the shops as quickly as you can. That's really important. Okay, so if they have shops, sell it to them. It's probably going to be really cheap, but you want wood. Wood is important. I think I collect more wood on servers than anything else, just because I use it for so many things. People probably don't, but I do. So it's important to me. It may not be to you. That's your choice. Okay? You don't always have to follow the rules. You can go on your own guidelines if you want. So, yeah. We're going to be doing, there's 3 of us, and there's 3 series going on. So, I want you to keep in touch with all 3 series, because they're all going to be more interesting than what I'm just blabbering about right now. I'm just talking. Anyway, just show you this town if I can get over to it. We're going to be 3 series. I have no idea what the other guys are going to do yet, but I'm doing a build survival, and I'll do eventually stuff like this, like capsules. This was so many years ago when I made this town. So many years ago. Like when I first got Minecraft. Holy crap. Can't believe I kept this world. Anyway. This is the first map I ever made. All NPC stuff. Started building. So I will keep you guys updated on the maps. And we will start building some really cool crap. Like this over here. These are traps. These are amazing traps. I just started building random traps. Like this one. Free stuff inside. Yay. Oh no! Ah, I feel lava. I don't know if you noticed that, but that piston pushed me. Cookies. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm actually not, because I broke that. Get out of here. Anyway. Oh, come on. God. Anyway. This is the 4-door traps. You've seen plenty of these. This one's messed up. Oh, you know what? The update messed that up. I realized why that's messed up all of a sudden. Because of the update. Anyway. Oh yeah, this was my full trap. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. These are so much fun. I'll show you how to do some traps and a bunch of redstone. I'm not the best with redstone, but I can do a lot of stuff like this, like traps. So we'll be going over that. That's going to be fun. I'll see you guys later. Chewy man out.